The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, The Money Masters. Now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate all you tigers and tigresses growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, you get the Dow down 20, Nasdaq's off 20, S&Ps are off 7. We have gold down 31 at 1584. Silver's almost off $1. They're hitting that pretty hard, down 91 cents at 27.47. Oil down $1 at 80.40. Bonds up 23 ticks, and King dollars on the road topside once again up 41 at 82.15. Can't keep the King down, man.
No, you took the King with you to CNBC this morning, didn't you?
I took the King
for a visit.
I took the King to CNBC, and if you want to check out that clip, folks, you can just go to CNBC, and it's right up on the videos there. Well, you know what was interesting is that when Becky had said to me that she said to all three of us, actually, there was an oil guy, a currency guy, and
Boris,
myself.
Boris,
right.
Boris yourself. And,
right. And, you know, it was interesting. We're trying to wrap our head around this whole thing. And I said, hey, just wrap your head around the dollar. That's the bottom line.
Yes.
And, you know, it's interesting, though. People don't want to hear it. They don't. And what do you say? You know, meaning that what happens, folks, is that the correlation is just direct. Okay? I mean, you wouldn't have to be into technical analysis. It's direct.
Absolutely.
Dollar goes up, commodities are going down. Bottom line.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
What it doesn't mean, though, is that it doesn't mean that who's selling those commodities really has less buying power.
Yes.
Because the dollar has more buying power.
That's right. No, and that's what you were trying to say. You were saying, hey, wait a minute here. Even if you're in cash, you still got more buying power.
You're making money. You're making money in cash. Do you know?
No,
So it's the whole thing is wild. It really is. You know, what I thought was really interesting is that before it started, Ed Lazar was there, and he at one point was in charge of economic advisors at the White House.
Okay.
And he said that he thought that this felt like 2007 and the oil market.
Okay.
And I says, oh, man, I agreed with him. I says, I'm telling you, man, it's out there. See, the sick thing, folks, is this. Listen to this. So right before that, they had brought up a statistic, and this, a lot of this was political, really. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, so, you know, we went into a recession. We're not coming out of it. And then they brought up the statistic from the 30s.
Okay.
That was, last time we've hit this high was the 30s, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And they brought up that, well, we went up 35% after that. What they didn't bring up is that the second downdraft, folks, in the stock market is what took everyone's money in the 30s.
No, absolutely.
Okay? It wiped everyone out. Yeah. So it was like, I was sitting there, you know, I wasn't in, that was before I was on. I said, I'd love to be in this conversation, okay?
Oh, big time.
Because the fact of the matter is, when you look at that, we had the acceleration up, and then, boom, 3.5, 4 years later, it came back, and it came back so hard they couldn't see straight.
Absolutely.
You know?
And really, that's the cornerstone of the special report that I did for all of our listeners out there.
Oh, cool.
You know, that really is the entire cornerstone, and that's what I want people to do is, you know, we're really close to 1,000 now. And I want people to go, if you haven't gotten the report, go to the homepage of TFNN.com. You'll see special report up there. Go ahead and click on it. You'll look for an email to come from us so that you double opt in.
Right.
And sometimes it ends up in your spam box or your junk box, so go look for it. But what I've got up on the screen here right now, and that's what, you know, it's talked about is October 29th. October,
yes.
1929, okay? Well, folks, you know, the tool that I'm showing folks is that you had a signal to actually get out of the market prior to that happening. But even if you got out then, as you were just pointing out, you would have saved yourself a bundle. Yes. That wasn't what crushed you. What crushed you was when the market moved down into the lows going back in the 1932 time frame.
Exactly.
Okay, and this indicator here, folks, would have had you get out. Okay,
if you
had been using it,
my God.
And just like this guy was saying, well, wait a minute, you know, you had a bounce back, right?
Right.
Even during this bounce back here, folks, you would not have put your cash at risk. Okay, that's what this is really doing here. This is a long-term management strategy.
And folks, if you're driving in your car right now, what we're looking at is you're looking at the crash in October 1929.
Yeah.
And then what you're looking at is this. we hit a low there. It looks like of about 200, right?
Yeah, you came back to 195 in the month of November. So the following month.
So check it out. In this where they're talking about you're up 35%, and even the economy was.
That's right.
So you get down to the 200, and then you make a counter trend bounce up to 290.
That's right.
Before you crash down in 1932 to 40.
Exactly.
Sick.
And so that's the whole key, that by using a tool like this and keeping it simple, you would have been able to have stayed totally out of the market. You would have been out of the market somewhere in the 300 range. Okay,
yes.
If you Dow points, and folks, you would have gotten back in right at about the 67 mark. Right around 66, 67, you would have gotten back in. Just imagine what that does, for your psychology, what it does for your pocketbook. As the bounce was coming, you never got this crossover. And this is not about being able to pick the top tick from a sell or the bottom pick from a buy. And you don't need to do that with regard to your long-term funds.
No, you don't.
I mean, that's your retirement.
You don't.
That's, when you're talking about your retirement, that's a whole different animal that I want people to be focused on and thinking about, because like you want to rely on yourself to be able to take care of yourself, and if you just simply use this tool, because you just simply go back and you take a look at it, it keeps you in. There's time periods where you get a little jostling, where the market has got indecision. You should also have indecision with regard to your funds.
No doubt.
Sometimes it'll last 3 months, sometimes it'll last a couple of years, whatever it is. But there's nothing like holding on to the king dollar, especially when that's your retirement funds.
And watch how this works, folks. This is what's really cool to understand, and you have to go through a few cycles to. Well, you should be able to. You'll understand this, but going through the cycles, you can really understand it, because you can have the same amount of cash.
Yes.
On a market that has gone down.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And have double the amount of buying power.
Absolutely.
It's huge. I mean, 2007, if you were out in the market, or, you didn't have to be sharp, but 2007, 2008, if you had the same amount of cash.
Yeah.
Okay? And you were out of the market, as you're showing right here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
bottom line, everything's for sale. And it's for sale at 50 cents on the dollar.
That's right.
So you're much richer by doing nothing.
Yeah,
Zero.
That's right. If you ever wanted to
Except listen to TFNN. I know you're not going to be trading, because we're suggesting...
What 70% of our folks...
Is that we're going to get you out of the market at certain points.
That's right. Well, 70% of our folks, that's really the core of what they're... that's the only option. If you really wanted to be a Warren Buffett, if that was your mission, you said, I want to trade like Warren Buffett, you would listen to you would replay what Tom just said, and then you would use this tool to get yourself in and out of the marketplace. Because not only by being out is it going to give you more buying power, that's just the cash piece of it. There's a psychological piece. Each of us as human beings have certain needs, and one of those needs is certainty. And I can tell you that you've got friends and family, you've got people that are out of the marketplace, that have not taken advantage of being in the market when they should be in there, especially with regard to their long-term funds, because they have so much uncertainty, they don't know who to trust, they don't know who to believe, they don't know what to believe, and there's just a really simple
with
tool
good reason,
with good reason, but there's ways to absolutely protect and grow your money. That just goes back to the 1929 time frame. I mean, you'll catch the big moves by using this tool. You catch the big moves. There's periods of time here where you can have some real congestion.
So when they come over to our website, it's right on the front of the page.
That's right. Yeah.
They're going to double opt in. You'll get the report, folks, and you'll get to understand exactly what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
And do yourself a favor and just go get it, because. Bottom line, seriously, man.
If you were ever looking for a gift, I'm telling you, this is because what will happen is people use this, and they go back and they take a look at the history. See, this is a cool thing. This is nothing more than just using historical information. This is nothing more than patterns that exist out there. It's not going to change.
Right.
This is not going to change.
No,
so
it's not.
and you can so it's and that's what it's really all about, is because this country would be so much stronger if more people were using this tool.
Yeah. No.
You'd had a bigger bounce back, a quicker bounce back. People would have, it's
a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks, even though we're going to have light volume out here today. Let's see. I'm going to get into the S&P here. Okay, so let's see what we got up there. Come on, baby. There she is. So you got Bank of America up 3 cents. J.P. Morgan's up $1.07. We got Walgreens down 88. That stock is just absolutely getting smoked.
Yeah, ever since they did that deal, I haven't actually taken a look at the chart. We should take a look at the chart, see what what the volume behind it is.
Well, they absolutely.
I mean, it's actually a pretty good deal because the partner didn't cash out. Okay, I mean, he retained. I think he retained most of or all of his stock.
That's right.
He became the largest. That's the kind of deal you actually like to see.
He became the largest. Their problem is not making the deal with Express Scripts.
Okay.
Express Scripts made the deal and has the deal with CVS.
Yeah.
And that is a big deal, and it's a mind blower that they didn't turn around and basically make the same deal. So CVS is basically eating their breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
And when you look at the aspect of making the deal with Alliance Boots, well, that's Europe. Give me a break. You know what I mean? It's Europe, really?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can see, Walgreens broke the B point with volume.
Sure did. Yeah.
And it's a monster. We bring this back on a monthly, and there's been a few really heads up out here. Why is Walgreens, trading at the 2008 levels?
Yeah.
And in fact, see what's happening with all of these, man. You know what I'm going to say, right?
Oh no! Look, hey, you know what? Go take a look at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah.
Put that on the weekly basis and see where it's going. You're going to go, oh, that's interesting. April 2009, not May 2009. April 2009.
Folks, this is so check this out. And what is absolutely wild is this: there's a lot of commodity stocks that are already down to the May 2009 level. Now, May 2009 level, folks, is where I suspect the market's going, which is the 825. Now, though, the wild thing here is that a lot of these equities have got down here. Big equities,
no, yes,
not Procter
right.
& Gamble.
Procter
& Gamble. What's Procter & Gamble doing down there, okay?
Yeah.
Bottom line, they're creeping down there, and, they're coming down here on a basis, 3 or 4 hit. And the more that I keep looking at this, the more I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to end up being the only bull when it gets down there. Because what we've had is that, my take is we're on a 12-year bear market at this point.
Yeah.
And that will end like anything else. The bulls end, the bears end.
Yes.
But if, in fact, we get down there, people will be absolutely disgusted. They will be absolutely, totally flipped.
Yeah.
Like, I am done with everything. And that's what it takes, folks, to basically get a market going.
Yes.
Topside.
Now, the same tool that I was showing you that we used on the Dow, so going back to 1929.
Yes.
If you put the exact same tool on Procter & Gamble,
okay. Yeah.
it would have had you out at the end of May. So
wow.
it told you, okay, long-term bearish, be out of the stock. And that's the behavior right now of the stock. It just simply says, get out of the way. You would have gotten out somewhere in the I have to put it up here, but let's just say you're probably somewhere in the $64 range. Traded $60 right now.
And going lower.
Yeah.
And going lower.
Yeah.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us, folks. We get the Dow right now down 20. Nasdaq's off 16. S&Ps are off 6.5. We're going to be right back.
Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on Tiger TV with her small cap roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit TFNN.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now. With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you gain access to each host charts and computer screen as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kate Stalter, Dave White, Larry Pezzavento, or Victor Jones, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV yet, then visit TFNN.com today to see what you're missing.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
It's that time of year again, and the Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway is back. Every day in June, Monday through Friday, we'll be giving away a Great Panther Silver 1-ounce silver bar, and all you have to do to enter is visit the front page of TFNN.com and fill out your entry. Great Panther Silver and TFNN wishing you a great start to the summer. Sign up today to have a chance to win a 1-ounce silver bar during the Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway the whole month of June at TFNN.com.
Stock market corrections are the number one reason that a buy and hold investment strategy produces the poorest results, and I have 73 years of data that proves it. Now, the good thing about economic difficult times is that the worst economy can produce the best rewards in the shortest period of time. In fact, during the last 130 years, 61% of that time period has been spent in recession. And if you're one of the 70% of American households relying on their 401ks and IRAs for retirement, you need the single strategy that is bulletproof against the turmoil of our stock markets. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com. Under Breaking News, click on Success is a Numbers Game to receive this must-have free report. This bulletproof strategy may be days away from giving the next signal. Don't neglect your retirement, and don't neglect this signal. If you're even a little bit interested in accumulating wealth, providing a better life for you and your family, then go to TFNN.com to order your free copy of Success is a Numbers Game today. Implement the disciplines contained in this report, and success will be yours for the taking.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Don't forget, folks, if you do get a subscription right now at TFNN, or you're looking to get one in the future, well, a couple times a year we do a Tiger Dollar promotion, and this is the last 3 days you can get it. The way it works is that Tiger Dollars are good for anything at TFNN, all the subscriptions, folks. They have no expiration date, and they're totally transferable. The way it works is if you buy 500 Tiger Dollars, you get 600 to spend. If you buy 800, you get 1,000 to spend. If you buy 1150, you get 1,500 to spend. So that's a bonus, match bonus of either 20, 25, or 30%. Now, what you get also is this. We have a great education lined up for you all summer. You're going to get 7 courses that go 90 minutes apiece, live courses. Each host at TFNN is going to have their own course. Those courses start. Larry Pezzavento is going to be kicking it off on July 11th, going all the way to August 22nd. Those courses are going to be live on your page. They're archived. Great education with bonuses, folks, and you get 3 days. So check it out at TFNN.com.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's a great way to kick off the summer. I'm really psyched that the idea that we actually got a whole course structure going out for the summer.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because having that course structure out for the summer, folks, will keep you focused if, in fact, you want to be looking at the market. Well, it's important.
Yeah, I thought Larry did a pretty good job. I caught just the opening of Larry's show yesterday, or at some point.
Yes.
It was on the background. He was talking about, his library.
Right.
He's got like 6,000 books or something inside his library.
Right.
and I know he's not exaggerating.
Oh, yeah, no, big time.
And just the importance. Now, obviously, in today's day and age, books have taken on to different, digitally.
That's
the
right.
content that we provide here.
That's right.
You can, and you should have books. I mean, for Father's Day, my gift.
Right.
For my kids to me was me buying them each a book so that I can give them there's a couple books I want to make sure that they have, in their library that they're
Isn't that
reading.
cool? I like that.
That'd be the best gift if you let me give you, what I want you to have. But in today's, what's cool about what you've done here is, you're going to get like 8 different, 90-minute books. Because you're going to be able to learn more rapidly than sitting down with the actual book.
Well, what has happened
cool.
in the business? So, if we go back 20 years, folks. Okay, let me tell you, Larry worked beyond belief. And if it was Larry, if it was me, if we get dropped on this earth right now, and you can get dropped into, TFNN,
just
forget it.
How much further?
Well, right. If you're willing to do the work, you're going to look at it. Some of it you might like, some of it you won't like. But that's all right. That's how it works, folks. Okay.
Yeah.
But what you'll understand is that what's good for you.
That's right.
That's what it really comes down to. And I can tell you that flat out, folks. When you're going through, whether it's trading, whether it's through any of the, through anything. And the bottom line is that it's got to work for you.
Yeah.
And if it does, then you're off to the races, know. And if it doesn't, it doesn't matter. Go do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the bottom line.
Off to the races, World Cup races.
Yeah, World Cup races, I know, man. The America's Cup is coming to Newport, folks.
Oh, baby.
Guess what?
You got to love it.
I'm going to be sailing in Newport.
I love it. That's great.
Yeah. And, well, it's wild is that if you go over, when we talk about this, okay, it's Oracle, Larry Ellison, okay, that brought the cup back to the United States.
Yes.
And I'm sure you saw this because he bought Lanai this morning, Yeah.
Pretty
intense, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So he has what he did with these new boats, folks, they're 45-foot catamarans, and they'll cruise at 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So that's
pretty intense.
It is intense. It is intense. And the AC races, so this is an AC Cup race in Newport right now, getting ready. They've been doing this whole thing around the world, getting ready for the one in San Francisco. In 2013.
Yeah.
But you talk about the cutting edge. He changed the whole boat structure. And it's awesome what he did.
The technology, the materials, the
technology,
electronics,
huge. Fly on top of those waves, plane on top of those waves. And when you're planing on top of the waves, folks, what you do is this: you're planing and you're looking down, and all you do is you skip from top of the wave to the top of the wave, looking down. It's awesome, man. It's insane. Absolutely insane.
No seasickness there, folks.
No. I think it's hard to get sick on a sailboat anyway.
Yeah.
The reason most times people get seasick is that they're sitting down inside.
That's right, down below.
And they're not looking at the horizon. So.
No, the easiest way is if you're on an excursion with a bunch of other folks.
Right.
Okay. And then one person starts losing it.
Oh,
you talk
that's the truth.
Talk about contagion.
That is the truth. No, there's no doubt about that.
I'm getting out of here because I know what that leads to.
There's no doubt about it. No, man. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you Tigers and Tigresses, we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, you get the Dow down 36, Nasdaq's up 19, S&P's are off 7.5. We're going to be right back, folks.
Would you like a personal update from Tom O'Brien as to what equities he's trading and what his daily trading plan is before the market opens each morning? Every market day, Tom O'Brien sends out his daily newsletter, Market Insights, to hundreds of subscribers that rely on his daily recommendations when it comes to navigating these highly volatile markets we're dealing with. As recently as May 21st, Market Insights subscribers closed out all 5 open positions for a combined profit of over 68% in one day. Profits ranged from 6.5% to over 24%, and all of these trades had been initiated within the previous 30 days. Now is the perfect time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's explosive trading newsletter, Market Insights, an $85 value. Tom breaks down the market each morning with his market take and provides trade recommendations, including precise stops and target profit zones, leaving nothing left to guessing. Log on to TFNN.com today and sign up for your 2-week free trial. Make sure you're a subscriber the next time Market Insights subscribers close out multiple winning trades. Take action and sign up for your free trial today. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now. TFNN has just launched our most exciting sale ever. If you purchase any amount of Tiger Dollars before Sunday, June 24th, you'll receive access to 7 live 90-minute webinars hosted by each of our technicians here at TFNN. Not only do you get a 20 to 30% bonus on your purchase as you normally do with Tiger Dollars, but with this one-of-a-kind offer, you get over $1,000 in added value completely free. Each 90-minute live webinar usually sells for $149, and you get all 7 of them absolutely free. Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Ken Shreve, Dave White, and Kate Stalter. You get all 7 classes completely free. Whether you're an experienced trader or you're completely new to the markets, this sale is perfect for all levels of investors. Don't miss out on our best Tiger Dollar sale ever. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today and purchase your Tiger Dollars before June 24th. Don't wait and risk missing out on this one-of-a-kind offer. Act now. In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. You know,
so how about volume? What's going on volume-wise inside the marketplace here? Been trading for a good hour and 4 minutes. What are you looking at?
142 million on the NYSE, and on the NASDAQ, you're looking at 378. So, you know, that sets up that we have even a question in the Tigers then. That, to me, sets up that, yeah, the S&P cash is still going to Tiger Gottlieb 375, 1375.
Yeah.
You know, and it's bizarre, folks. There's no two ways about it. But you know what? See, this is the perfect time of year, the perfect time, not only in the summer.
Yeah.
You've already had a 156-point downdraft.
Yes.
You're getting a Tiger Gottlieb sell on the way up. You're doing it with lighter volume, and you're coming into this time frame.
Right.
So,
right.
you know, it's all there to do it.
Well, I mean, you start taking a look at a lot of the news, okay?
Yes.
Things that can drive a market. Yesterday was a big day news-wise.
Right.
You know, on Sunday was a big day news-wise, Greece. The prior Sunday was a big day news-wise for Spain.
Right.
So a lot of the bad news that could be out there, okay, is out there.
Right. Right. Now you know what the I suspect what is going to basically flip this market out, folks, is going to be the banks once again getting caught lying. And specifically what it is this. And this is pretty cool. So when you look at the exposure, the banks, folks, are claiming that their exposure to Europe is handled.
Okay.
Well, the bottom line is that if you look at the cash on cash, it's handled. But if you look at the derivative position, it is absolutely not handled.
Yes.
And they basically have a history of lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, and this is, I want to go from that right to the Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan trade.
Yeah.
And this is why. So the JP Morgan trade, folks, okay, you got to picture something. And if you trade out there, you're going to understand this very quickly. If you lose $2 billion, and as he said, well, it was out of hand, well, there's no reason that you can't lose $10 billion.
Sure.
The number had nothing to do with the aspect
of it.
Okay? Yeah. That's the first part. Now, the second part gets kind of interesting. So, to me, they could lose that in a second. Now, they're arguing about, whether it should have been if Todd Dodd-Frank was in or wasn't in, okay?
Right.
But I'll tell you, it was so cool. And this is where our own congressmen, our own senators absolutely do not do the homework. Their aides are not doing the homework.
Yeah.
Bren Bernanke yesterday, right?
Yes.
He said it all. And listen to this. This is so cool. It's unbelievable. Really, for clarity, inside the system, without any of the political rhetoric. Inside the Dodd-Frank bill, okay, the way it works is this, is that they're claiming that it's not clear. To me, it's basically clear because it's either a prop trade or it's not. But listen to this. This makes it crystal clear.
Yes.
That when you're setting up a trade, a large trade like that, guess what they have to do? What do we tell people all the time? Make your plan, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so listen to this, folks. Inside that bill, they have to make a written plan prior to doing it. Yeah, but you know what it does? What it does, if the bank has to make a written plan prior to it with the bullish part, the bearish part, what ends up happening immediately is that it's not going to be a hedge. They know if it's going to be a hedge.
It's going to be a trade, for sure. That's
well,
right.
It could be a hedge, but the bottom line is that they got to put it in writing.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's where they're going bonkers, and they don't want it in writing. That's what it really comes down to. That's
interesting.
Yeah. It's huge, man. It's absolutely huge. Okay? And the thing that's really wild is that, anyway, it's the banks are always going to fight for no regulations because they're the biggest socialists in the world. They are. To me, they're the biggest socialists in the world.
Most people fight for no regulations.
Well, you know what?
When it's your own body, your own money, or what have you, that's a different thing.
But watch this. Watch this. The reason the banks can make so much money is why? Because they have a special license. They have a regulation.
Well, of course they do.
You can't do it.
That's right.
You can't go make interest on air.
That's right.
Okay, so I would love to interview these guys because their argument is not valid.
That's right.
Okay, they want the regulation that they can have the license to basically make interest on air, fiat system, but yet don't give me a regulation that something else is going to happen. I want that license that I can take $1, I can lend out $10, and I can leverage that to $1,000.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I love you.
Oh my God, I'm telling you, man. Anyway, so where does it mean we're going to stand? Well, we'll see where we're going to stand. We got to get a handle on the banks, though. I'm telling you that, folks, because the bottom line is that they're not lending. There's no reason to lend because they can just take it, they can leverage it up 100 times and buy the treasuries.
Yes.
That's we have low interest rates, but the bottom line is that can you get any of that money?
Right.
Right. So, but hey, I know. I listen, man. I'll tell you. Sometimes it just, Well, it's really cool, and folks, we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. But what does happen is that you get even more thoughts when you're on the air. I actually because if I can really, really get it going, do you know what I mean? Then I start realizing, because when you just brought up the regulation, I said, regulation. I says, these guys want those types of regulations.
Of course they. Well, they want the. Yeah, they want.
Wouldn't you love that license?
Oh, absolutely.
I can tell you flat out, folks. If you have young children right now, keep them ethical and keep them clean, but you probably want to get them in the banking business. It's one of the best businesses in the world. Where else can you? It really is.
Especially if they've got a good golf game.
Yeah,
that's totally. I'm telling you, my son's got a beautiful swing. He'd make great banker.
Oh my God!
So look, we got back to the markets here a little bit. Got Under Armour under pressure this morning. Been trading for just a little over an hour. It's got a million shares coming out of it. Gapping down this morning and coming into an area where it had its last sign of strength out there.
Right.
So it's trading inside that bar. That's only got 3.8 million, 3.6 million shares. So.
And you're already at 1.1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge.
So breaks through that area. It's gonna be easy for it to break the swing point, which happens to be May 18th, because that only has 1 million shares.
Yeah, and what's Bed Bath & Beyond? We watched that last night, right?
You put that on a weekly.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's going back to April.
That's toasted,
2009.
roasted, all of the above. You're down $10.92. You're down with 5.8 million. We put this on a weekly, and everything's broken. Holy cow! Okay, so this is the exactly. This would be an aspect, folks, that nothing goes up forever, nothing goes down forever. And this is, there it is. Okay, so this is going to be pretty intense. I think it just broke everything. Well, it's going to be, well, holy cow. So you're at 62 and it's saying, you can.
Yeah, no, it's cool about this.
We're all going to be camping outside, I guess, in the grass. We're not going to need anything else at Bed Bath & Beyond.
No, they must have expanded their stores too much. I don't know what the cause. Who knows? All you have to. But what's cool about the chart? Some caller had to have called me about Bed Bath & Beyond, because I know I don't trade it, and I don't have any reason to actually have it up on the screen.
Right.
So I pulled it up this morning. I'm like, oh, here's an ABC pattern on a daily basis,
right?
Which it finished out 2 trading sessions ago.
Right.
Yesterday gives you a bearish engulfing candle, telling you, and you had a little bit accelerated volume yesterday. Okay, and then I happened to put up the weekly chart, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. It also finished off an ABC up there as well. So you got 2 ABC patterns completing.
You know
that you're going to do something. You know you're going to do something different, and it gives you the signal. It gives you a bearish candle signal. It's just telling you, be careful out there. And now, this thing is pulling back. Now it's going to pull back into 2009.
Now it's toast. If we go over to the SEC for a second. Now, this is going to be a trip, folks, and this is what it is. The SEC, let's see, they just took down... Gupta. They took down. So they've been going after Stephen Cohen for quite a while.
Okay.
Now Stephen Cohen, folks, is huge hedge fund. It's SAC Capital Advisors. He started out in the day trading business.
Okay.
And always been the biggest in a huge way. They've been close many times.
Okay.
But evidently, this is news out here this morning. Okay. That the SEC basically have them in their crosshairs again. Mm-hmm. Now, the thing that's wild about this, and this is where, it's absolutely not fair, how the government, this had to get leaked.
Right.
Because the bottom line is that they just put him under oath, and, I think he's going to have to be careful. And the reason being is that 2 guys that had already worked for him already got guilty.
Okay.
And I think what you have, and this very well could have to do with Gupta, because remember we were talking about if Gupta has someone else that he can take down.
That's right. He's going to be rolling.
You got it.
He's got 100 years.
He's going to be rolling, baby.
Or something.
He's going to be rolling, and we'll see whether it's Cohen, or who it is. But it's going to be wild. I wish the SEC would go after some of these banks, man.
Well, that's what some of these guys sit in their jail cells are.
Totally.
They're just totally. You got to be kidding me.
Totally. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. That'd be a good start.
Yeah,
Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. The guys that were running those joints, folks. They took off with $200-300 million.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
Chicken feed. Imagine taking off with $200 million. Telling everyone, hey, this is a safe stock. What's a safe stock? All right, give me a break. Unbelievable. Is there such a word as safe in the marketplace?
Yeah, it's called using your stops.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's a great point.
You're looking for certainty. I can give you certainty in trading. You put in a stop. You use it.
Right.
It's jumped. You're out. Doesn't matter.
No doubt.
Absolutely. I give you safety.
Yeah. No, that's important. Why?
This is one thing. Just take your lumps. Like, as you always say, you can always take your ball and go to the beach.
And go home. Yeah.
Yep.
Totally. Right. And there's nothing wrong. I mean, that's where it's at, too.
I love it.
Let's take a look at some of the larger stocks out here. So you get Marbell's up 4 cents. You get ExxonMobil down 44. Disney's up 8. We have Big Blue down at $1.14. Walmart's off 21. You get Merck up 43. We were talking about Procter & Gamble. That is in big trouble, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
What's going to be interesting, Amazon, folks. Amazon has that gap open. So this one here is like, okay, when are you going to come fill that gap?
Yeah.
And was it Bed Bath & Beyond that came down and filled this?
It did more than that.
It blew it out.
Last night in intranight, after hours trading, it was traded down there. But
right,
I think this morning just blew that away.
BBB. Yeah, no, you want to see this, folks, because this would have kept you out of Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, it was. So this would have kept you out of it, too. Bed Bath & Beyond still had a gap that was opened at $65.98. And the bottom line is that, didn't allow anyone to get out of it. Yesterday it was at $75, and it opens today at $65.20. And then it's done, too, by the way, because it opened and blew out volume in a huge way, not in a small way.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's go to Kathy in Cambridge. Hey, Kathy, what's going on?
Hi, guys. How are you this morning?
Doing great.
Great. How
hey,
about yourself?
Can you send us digitally over a Santapio's and Pizza Regina's pizza, please?
Regina's, not a Santapio's for me.
Always Santapio's for you?
Just send me the goop.
There's a good
Just send me
Italian
the
girl.
goop.
See that?
We have some Tuesday.
Hey, listen, you know what? Could you imagine that if you could figure out how to send the pizza digitally? I'm starving this morning.
Those new, what do they call those? 3D printers. Maybe they'll figure out how to.
And we gotta get David White. He'll make a pie for us.
I'm telling you.
Right, there you go. But where's Corzine? I often ask myself that question.
Yeah, where's Corzine?
Yeah,
That's a great question. Where's Corzine? That's right, folks. Because Corzine absolutely knew that he was taking customers' funds.
Yeah.
I'm speculating that, but let me tell you something, man.
He's laying low, that's for sure.
Yeah, he was
laying
taking
low big time.
Yeah.
On in the Caymans. Having fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no safe place right now, in my opinion. It's just crazy out there. Trust them as far as you could throw. And Bed Bath & Beyond, they've closed more stores in the last 5 years than any of these retailers out there.
Really?
How did it run all the way back up there into the 70s? Look at it on a 5-year chart. You know what I mean? It got crushed when they started going. I think they even maybe filed bankruptcy about 5 years ago. So you wonder how these stocks even just take off again for no good reason. It's like, you can't find one around here. There's no Bed Bath. There's one in Burlington. Maybe that's it. It used to be all over. So.
Yeah,
anyway,
so if we take this and put this on a monthly and put it on a maximum, that hit highs, but there's no juice. No, I'm with you there. After it took off over $45, this is the classic, folks. It took off over $45, no volume. This thing is going to it's coming back to $31.
Yeah, it should have just died years ago. The worst store on the planet, anyway.
Worst store on the planet.
I don't know. I've had kids, going to college, and I've loved going to that store. It's been pretty quick and easy to get them set up.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty store myself. Yeah.
Yeah, it lasts about the stuff they sell doesn't. It's just
that could be. Yeah, I'm just looking for them to get through 4-ish years. Depends on whether they're going to be on the short-term plan or the extended version.
I think Tajay's taken over all that kind of business. They do all the same stuff. They have everything.
Well, you got that other big store. What's that other big home box store? Huge.
Home Goods.
No,
right?
It's another big one from out in California.
Okay, you stay right there. We'll figure that out. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, Kathy from Cambridge. IKEA.
IKEA. Yeah, okay, that's a good store.
That's huge.
You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
All right.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to tfnn.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to tfnn.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Rand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Kate Stalter on the Small Cap Roundup, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. Up next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here. Don't forget, folks, if you want to get a match on Tiger Dollars, plus you get a full education absolutely free. It's over $1,000 value. You only have the next 3 days. We're talking with Kathy from Cambridge, and I believe we're going to be talking about, what, the TLT, Kathy?
Yeah, I went long some calls yesterday.
Okay, so let's take a look. You get the TLT. The TLT, folks, is the iShare 20-year Treasury Bond Fund. And, you know, I mean, to me...
I looked at it because it kind of came back and filled the gap up from the 29th of May. And then it went back all the way and touched the top of that high volume, well, semi-high volume candle from October of 2011.
Yeah, no. Listen, my take is that this is going a lot higher, not a small amount higher. I think it will stall for a bit, because the market itself looks to me like, we get next week and then July 4th the next week. Okay, so July 4th's in the middle of the week.
Yes.
This market wants to climb a little bit higher. Now, what's divergent out here today is that the market, the market's down, I guess. It's flat, and this is still climbing. To me, and this is going to be great because Larry's going to be taking a great sailboat ride with me.
I love it. I love it.
And to me, those bonds want to go to 160.
Yeah, and that CLT's coming in that little supply area from May 31st right now, so that's where you're getting a little turbulence, too.
Yeah. So I would build some more cars and, move higher. You know what I was thinking about this morning? Now, this gets interesting, too, folks, because everyone's worrying about the rates that are being low, right? And I says, you know what? Hold it, man. What's interesting here is that because the dollar's going up, it has nothing to do with even, well, let's put it this way. Not that it has nothing to do with it, but rates can stay low. You can just hold the dollar and you're making more money. Now, it's intriguing.
Yeah.
I mean, the dollar's gone down so long. Dollar goes up. Hey, you do nothing and you make money.
That's what I'm trying to convince people, like I said last week or whenever I talked to you last, not to buy properties for cash right now. Don't buy properties for cash. Take the money, cheap money. Why don't you put all your cash into your...
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
Listen, picture, what you have, folks, no doubt, is that we're at the lowest rate environment. Prices of houses are the lowest, okay? And that's why we open the Tiger Fund.
And
that's the bottom line.
That's right. At some point in time, this party will be over. It's just not going to be over. Not going to be over at least till 2014.
Well, yeah. No doubt.
So we got, so this is going to be a good party.
I think it's a great party, man.
I have a closing today that locked in at 3 5/8 on the 30-year.
God, you gotta love that. You gotta love that, huh?
3 5/8. Give me a break.
It's like getting money for free.
On a 30-year.
On a 30-year.
They're out of pocket for a single-family house. It boils down to about $350, $400 per $100,000 that they borrow.
Yeah.
So you're buying a $400,000 house and it costs you $1,200 a month to live in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on that program.
Renting,
yeah. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
All right, well, you guys have a good day.
Okay, Kelly.
Thanks for calling.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
95 up here already.
95,
man.
I know.
It's cool down here.
Hey, come on down to Florida. It's only 78, 80 degrees. It's amazing.
I have a good weekend.
Okay, you too. And listen, folks.
That's a great thing about being down here.
Oh, it's it's amazing. I was talking to my daughter Caitlin yesterday, and she's saying, I just got out of work, and, it's 98 degrees.
Yeah.
It's 98 degrees.
Yeah, it was a little cool last night.
Oh, my. We had to put a coat on in Florida last night.
Exactly.
It's absolutely amazing.
I love it.
Absolutely amazing, no doubt about it. And listen, folks, if you are interested in real estate and you happen to be an accredited investor, we open a fund. I open a fund in Florida, and you can email us at tigerfund@tfnn.com for information. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks, because we're going to beautiful Santa Fe, New Mexico. Kate Stalt is coming up next. Larry Pesavento in Phoenix, Tucson, rather. And then Ken Shreve. And back here this afternoon.
Take care, folks. See you in the morning.